friends, and welcome to my crafty space where I share my memory keeping projects and processes with all of you. If this is your first time here, then hello and welcome. My name is Krystal and I am super excited that you are here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can see all of my future crafty videos, and any of the links or products that I mention in this video I will put in the description box down below. So today I am working on Project Life Week 10. So this would have been the first full week of March 2020. I already have my photos picked out and my journaling pre-printed. So today all we're going to be doing is just assembling and doing some stamping and embellishing. So let me go ahead and get myself cleared off here, and I will lay the spreads out for you guys to see, and we'll get to work on them. Okay, so I've got everything laid out for the entire week's spread. So I just figured I would tell you kind of what my ideas are, and then we'll speed this up and I will voice over the rest of the process and explain what all the pictures are, and then we'll come back and slow down at the end. So this week, I really wanted to use the stamp set that came with this kit. So let me pull that out for you guys. So here's the stamp set, and what I'm thinking about doing is taking this Remember This stamp and putting it as a title for all 4 of these cards. And then the journaling, I used the Remember This as a jumping off point. So all of my journaling says, I want to remember, and then I want to remember, I want to remember, I want to remember. So that is why I have a lot of blank cards or just plain white cardstock. That's because I intend to use my stamp sets to create the titles. In addition to that, a lot of the pictures ended up being black and white. Some because I took them that way just for fun and I had a filter on, and some because they were a little grainy, and so I wanted to turn them black and white to help with the clarity of the image. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get started on this thing, and I will walk you guys through the process in my voiceover. Let's do this. Okay, so now that I have that all explained, let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull aside all 4 of those journaling cards. Now, I did make sure to leave enough space at the top to put my stamping on there, and I'm going to pull over 2 of the Ali Edwards Crafters inks. The darker green color is called Willamette, I believe. I think I'm saying that right. And the other one that is more teal, that one is called Columbia. Now, the cards that I chose for this week have colors in both of these families. So some of the cards have more green on them, and some of the cards have some of that teal color on them. So I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. Originally, I was thinking I was going to stamp them all the same, all 4 in the same color. And then I decided, you know what? I like how both of these colors work with this spread, so why don't I just do 2 and 2? So then each side of my spread is going to have one of the teal and one of the green color. And I super like the way that it looks. I think everything is really compatible, and honestly, having the titles stamped in both colors, I believe helps bring the cards together. Even when I was choosing the cards, I had a hard time deciding if I wanted to put in the green card that says March Memories, because I felt like the green of that card was so much brighter than the teal, and I just wasn't sure if it was going to clash or not. So having these stamps in both of those colors, I feel like really helped. And then you'll see later that I will also pull out the green tiny phrase stickers and add those throughout the spread as well. And that will help significantly to pull all the colors together. So now you can sort of see how this is going to come together. The next thing I'm going to do is work with my chipboard. So I honestly didn't have a plan as to what I wanted to do with the chipboard, but I ended up putting the chipboard on all of those bigger photos. So, once I put the hearts on there are going to be 3 photos that end up with hearts on them, and forms sort of a visual triangle. But then I really liked the little chipboard that says lovingness that's up on the picture of my brother and sister-in-law. And then I felt like I couldn't have 4 out of the 5 4x6 pictures with chipboard. So I ended up putting another one on that last 4x6 picture up there. The last thing I'm going to do here with embellishing is go through those phrase stickers. So I will choose one phrase sticker for each of the journaling cards, and then I will also add some phrase stickers to some of the photos as well. While I'm doing that, why don't I tell you about the week and what these pictures are? So a lot of them took place outside because this was the first week that it was nice in a long time. So the picture that is down in the bottom left corner, that is Jonah walking on the sidewalk in our neighborhood. It actually was his very first time, like, truly walking outside, and it was fun. Like, he was really timid and scared, and then once he got the hang of it, he loved it, and he'd like run up ahead of me and look back. Then there are some pictures of me and him playing on the play set in our backyard, and then some of him and my husband playing on the play set in the backyard. I love those pictures of the two of them. Those are some of my favorite pictures for the year so far. Some of them I was playing with filters on my phone, and so they were taken in that black and white, like silver tone filter, and I love them. They're just so good. Then on the right-hand side, I just have a couple of random pictures of playing with the kids. So me playing with the kids. And then in the bottom is a picture of me and Jonah and Mr. Dibbs just like hanging out in the living room, doing our thing. The picture in the middle that has a bunch of tubs of clothes was from the weekend. So over the weekend, I pulled out all of our kids' clothes, and I had my sister-in-law come over and my sister come over, and we separated all of the clothes into some bins to give both to them and to some of my other sister-in-laws as well. Like, we went through and picked stuff out for everybody, put it in tubs, and some of them are leaving my house, like ASAP, and some of them I'm holding on to until those sisters are ready to receive the clothes. So most likely once the news is good for being pregnant. So now I'm going to add my week stamp. I debated whether to put it on the quote or on the March memories. I do end up putting it on the quote card, and then that first label, I totally screwed it up. So I was using my new Stays On, which is a lot juicier and nice because it covers the whole stamp, but I totally messed it up and slid all over the place. So I put that one away. I grabbed back out my Stays On that is older and stickier, which worked better for date stamping, and then got that on a label and added that I will add it to the quote card as well. So the last two pictures on this spread that you can't really see very well right now, but you'll be able to see it when I pull them back out later. There is a black and white photo that is my mom and my sister and myself. We went to like a wine tasting event on Saturday night, and we just snapped a selfie all together. It was really grainy, so I turned it black and white in order to help the clarity of the image. But we had a super good time and all came home with bottles of wine. It was fun. We do it every year. And then the last big picture, the one that has my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law on it, is a picture of them in their t-shirts that they wore to bowling on Friday to announce that they are officially pregnant. So we're super duper excited about it. Aaron and I, we don't have any nieces or nephews, so their son or daughter will be our very first, and we couldn't be happier, and we know that there are so many more to come, that it's just super exciting that it feels like a lot of our siblings are getting to this place in life where they are going to join us in the parenting world, because we've been alone in the parenting world for almost 6 years. So it's time. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and pull down all of those cards and put everything back into place. And then once I do that, I will pull over a sheet of my LE Studio Puffy Heart stickers. These are some of my favorite, and they come in a rainbow of colors, which just makes them perfect for projects like this. So I am going to use a mixture of yellow and teal just to pull in some of those colors and intersperse them throughout the spread to add some dimension and add some interest. And then once I do that, I think I'm going to add 2 more here right next to those chipboard hearts. And then that will pretty much be it. So we will go ahead and slow you guys back down, close you out. Okay, so with that, this spread is officially done and I love it. I love all of the colors, the yellow and the teal and the green. It just makes me feel like spring is here, which it kind of feels like it's here, and hopefully the warm weather will stick around and not disappear on us. But I just love that these products are starting to bring out that bright, airiness of spring, and yeah, that it's here. I also really loved using the stamp set to create a repeated element with the journaling cards. I think that turned out super good and something I need to remember to do more often because I always love the way that it turns out when I do that on a spread. Is that something that you guys do? Maybe let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys use repeated elements, whether that's journaling cards or embellishments, on your memory keeping projects, whether that's Project Life or anything? What are some of the techniques that are your favorites when you look back at your projects? This is definitely a favorite of mine. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye now.